down is one of my favorite episodes, guys. Of course, we're talking about the Hedera network and their first ever DeFi protocol coming to the system. But that's not all I have for you guys. We're going to be talking about a lot in this episode. I'm going to take you around the world. There are some things going on with some companies that we need to be aware of, like Seoul will become the first city, first government to join the metaverse. That's going to be big, guys. Also, Chinese retail giant JD is accepting digital yuan payments. Now, this story is very important because we have the Olympics coming up right around the corner, guys. And at this very Olympic Games, the digital yuan will be released to the global public. Okay, so I want to share some information on that, guys. Now, as far as cryptos, we're talking not just Hedera hash graph, but we have to talk about Loopring. I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you guys how I feel about this whole Loopring and GameStop situation. So that's going to be very big, guys. We also have Chronos mainnet beta is now live. Now, what does this mean? This is centered around crypto.com, actually. Crypto.com has been performing very well recently when it comes to price, and this mainnet beta has a little bit to do with that action. So we're going to break into that as well, guys. Also, taking you to Cambridge. We're going to university, guys. Cambridge is building a carbon credit marketplace which will support reforestation efforts worldwide. But guess where this marketplace will be built on? Spoiler alert, it's Tezos. Okay, we're going to break into that too, guys. And I also have, and this is where we're going to start this video, guys, an update for Akoin. Okay, now I'll admit I did a video about this by itself, but I was a little bit passionate, if you will, in the video. So just going to redo it, guys, and tone it down a little bit. It's just because I want people to understand that Akoin, how I feel about Akoin is different from how I feel about other projects. Yes, other projects are insanely strong, okay, and have awesome use case, but they're not going to be used as the currency for an entire city. Okay, quick analogy for you. In Decentraland, mana is the currency. Okay, with Akoin in Africa, Akoin is the currency. That's what we're dealing with here, guys. So let's just get into this really quick. Akoin partners with banks for debit card. Now, launching this month, Akoin, the digital asset platform and cryptocurrency developed by global artist Akoin, has partnered with banks to offer a debit card, allowing users to preload and spend their crypto assets anywhere in the world. So this Akoin card is about to take Akoin global, guys. Global. So we're not just talking about in Africa here. We're talking about around the world. Again, another reason why I am so happy that they allowed this, allowed us US citizens to invest in this through Bitmark. Okay. But the Akoin card will broaden the reach of Akoin, allowing people to pay for goods and services worldwide across 40 million merchants which accept MasterCard, providing a huge boost to wider crypto adoption and use. Now, this story came out November 8th, guys, and if you take a look at the charts for Akoin, we have had substantial price action ever since, and it's because more people will be able to get on the network. Okay, so using the Akoin card, people can purchase goods and services quickly and easily. The card is connected directly to a user's Akoin wallet, enabling them to spend crypto assets anywhere they please, while Bank's platform operates behind the scenes to settle with merchants in their national fiat currency. So, again, guys, through this platform, through this partnership with Banks, Akoin is going to now be opened up to the world. Okay? To the world, guys. This means that people who already use Akoin in Mwale Medical and Technology City in Kenya will now be able to use the asset to connect payment systems, buy goods and services worldwide, and have excellent benefits. Once Akoin is rolled out across Kenya, the whole country will have a new, quick, and simple way to shop, trade, and do business globally, guys. So, again, this is big for Akoin. It's going to put it on the same pedestal as an Alchemy Pay or something like that, in the sense that there are now more channels in which people can come into this asset and use this asset. Okay, so this is big, and it'll also play a very important role once the city is developed, Akoin City. Okay, so as of right now, where it stands in development, we have the area in Senegal that'll be later, but we also have another. He's setting up another city. It is going to be closer to Kenya. Okay, I have to get those facts a little bit more accurate, but simply put, guys, this is the only asset doing what it's doing for an entire nation of people, an entire continent. Okay, and I'll tell you, the economic situation in Africa has not been very good. It has not been very positive. That's another reason why this project is going to be so powerful, because there is a group of an entire generation that has been financially oppressed. They watched their parents be financially oppressed, and now they have an opportunity to change that, to break that chain. Okay. That's why I'm holding Akoin. It has, I could care less how long it takes to get to $1, $2, or whatever. I know it's happening. I just know it's happening. Okay. But big news for Akoin, guys. Let's move over and continue to spin the globe a bit, guys. I want to talk about Seoul. Okay. I want to talk about Seoul and them being the first city government to introduce the metaverse. Now, of course, courts tried to get me to pay for this whole article. Wasn't going to do that, but I can give you the gist of it from just these first couple of paragraphs. This is a part of an initiative. Okay. South Korea's new digital deal is going to bring about a lot of technological innovation in that part of the world. Okay. And we're starting with Seoul. It says it'll be the first major city government to enter the metaverse. On November 3rd, the South Korean capital announced a plan to make a variety of public services and cultural events available in the metaverse, an immersive internet that relies on virtual reality. If the plan is successful, Seoul residents can visit a virtual city hall to do everything from touring a historic site to filing a civil complaint by donning virtual reality goggles. This is as far out as it gets, but what I want to highlight here with this move, guys, this is the signal. This is a sign of what the metaverse will ultimately become. Okay. That's another thing that we see coming from that part of the world. They're first. They're always first, especially when it comes to technology. And they often lay what I want to say, the patterns, okay, the trends. They often set the trends on that in that side of the world, Japan, China, Asia, stuff like that. They often set trends when it comes to technology. So if they're using the metaverse for municipal purposes, government relations, of course, by the end of the decade, all governments around the world are going to be doing that. And they'll have a perfect example of how it works thanks to South Korea, guys. So that's very massive. Now, continuing to spin the globe a little bit, we're going to take a stop in China. Now, time to talk about this digital yuan, guys. Chinese retail giant JD.com accepts digital yuan payments for Singles Day. Now, Singles Day was a shopping holiday, a retail holiday, if you will, where, stores all in China, they give discounts, they celebrate shopping and retail in a way. It's quite unique. But this particular day, they took over $1.5 million in digital yuan in 24 hours. Okay. So this is showing us that not only do CBDCs work, digital currencies work, but the digital yuan will be the first of its kind to go around the world. Okay. We've had the sand dollar come about. We've had the e-naira come about. Okay. This digital yuan has been in the works since before both of those. All right. That is why the digital yuan will have the global stage in February at the Olympics. Okay. Now, there's a lot of things convoluting around February of 2022. Just got to be careful, guys. But spinning the globe once again, guys, we're talking about Circle. Okay. They are now establishing a hub in Singapore amidst a global expansion. So simply put, USDC is taking over the world. Okay, they're looking for stablecoin partners in that region. There are plenty. Singapore, that part of the world, we just saw. That's why I showed you those previous two articles. They're pushed towards digitization. Now, Circle is coming and they're coming right behind them, guys. So, real quick details here. Essentially, the sentiment from Circle is that you cannot build an always on global internet finance business without considering Singapore as a hub. The Monetary Authority of Singapore has been an extraordinary regulatory partner as we look to expand our business horizons and invest in the Singaporean market. This is coming from Circle's Chief Strategy Officer, Dante Desparte. Now, the company will hire a Singapore-based leadership team for the hub and will submit applications to obtain the applicable licensing and registration. Circle, the principal operator of USD Coin, is also looking for partners to test stablecoin innovations in the local market. Now, this last piece here, guys, we know that Circle's getting ready to go public. Okay, and they're doing that through something called a SPAC deal, which is a special purpose acquisition channel or something like that. It's just a way for people to invest in Circle without, investing in Circle itself. It's complicated. But the other detail that I saw at the bottom of this article is earlier on Tuesday, Circle is launching Circle Ventures Fund. Okay, so this will be something similar to what Coinbase is doing with Coinbase Ventures, which means that Circle is not only going to be, porting to different blockchains, Circle's going to be investing in other assets. So just looking at how business operates, outside of crypto, if you're already have a working relationship with Hedera Hashgraph, Solana, Tezos, Stellar Lumens, Tron, Polkadot, I believe, and a couple others, XR or Ripple, of course. If you already have a working relationship with these companies, the other end of it, of course, I can honestly say that there will be some money coming from Circle going back into those assets. They will at least be one of the first. So that's going to be big for the space in general, guys. And what we are seeing being painted here is a global picture. This is globalization coming together, guys. All the nations of the world coming together, working on a global financial network. Okay. And it's funny, people like CNN still tend to believe cryptos are a scam. That's hilarious, guys. But let's talk cryptos now. Let's talk cryptos. We're gonna go into what in the world happened to my thingamabob here. Okay, there it is. But Loopring, okay, Loopring, guys, got to talk about Loopring. Now, I'm not gonna go into this article necessarily. There's not really any need to. The story is simply GameStop NFT Metaverse Marketplace is coming, and it's coming before the end of the year, if not Q1 of 2022. And the only platform, the only NFT project that has been associated in this discussion for the last few months is Loopring. Okay. Now, I've seen this rumor thing play out several times, guys. As a matter of fact, later today, I have a video coming out about MetaMask potentially dropping a token next year. But for the subject at hand here, I'm just going to say this. If this is true, okay, and you'll see on my Twitter account, guys. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. I always share little bits and pieces of details and information and stuff like that. And trying to get up to 500 followers before the end of the year. So that would be cool. But I said on Twitter last night that I am getting into Loopring just a little bit, just expose myself to it in the event that this happens. Okay. So I took a few dollars and I have a few. I'm sitting on a few right now. And that's just it's not, I'm looking at it as a long-term hold. Okay. This is just something that after being in the space for 2 years and watching this play out with other assets, getting, small bits and pieces of information here months prior, and then all of a sudden, a few months later, the event actually occurs. Okay. Yeah, that's what that's what we're dealing with here, and I just don't want to miss this opportunity if it actually happens. Okay, now both parties have been quiet. It's hard to find anything from GameStop side, and Loopring has, their lips sealed. However, another faithful YouTuber that I enjoy watching, you guys might know of him, Chico Crypto. Okay. His recent video about this situation, he made some presented some very compelling evidence, guys. There is an account that is registered on Loopring's blockchain that is connected to a GameStop employee. That's how I'll say it. You can go and search the video for yourself to see what I'm talking about. But that video convinced me, guys. It convinced me because why does GameStop have an address on Loopring's blockchain? Okay. That's just saying, hey, I don't know how else to put that one, guys. But let's move over and we're going to talk about Chronos. Okay. We're going to run through this here. Simply put, guys, Chronos is the first EVM chain for DeFi, NFTs, and the metaverse. It aims to massively scale the DeFi and decentralized application ecosystem by providing developers with the ability to instantly port apps from Ethereum and EVM compatible chains with low cost, high throughput, fast finality, and built-in interoperability. Chronos is poised to bring decentralized applications to the 10 plus million user base of crypto.com. So this is Chronos is leveraging Cosmos, okay? Cosmos SDK. Now, one of you guys actually mentioned Cosmos to me before. I am not as versed in the project, but if they're providing tech like this for an asset like crypto.com, then yeah, they're definitely a viable asset. But essentially, guys, what this is going to do, it's going to supercharge, if you will, crypto.com's app interface, their DeFi wallet, so forth and so on, guys. So crypto.com is about to get even bigger thanks to this Chronos move. If you're a user of the app, you've probably seen their supercharger ad every time you open it. This is what that supercharger was. Okay, so now crypto.com is moving to the next level. This is also going to open it up for when next year, and again, I keep focusing on next year, guys. I'm already in 2022, but I'm seeing a massive wave. The mainstream run is coming. Okay. And tech like this is going to allow for crypto.com to maintain more accounts, more people, essentially, guys. So that's going to be very big. Now, something else that's very big, guys. Tezos is constantly working behind the scenes. Okay. And now they have landed an Ivy League partnership, Ivy League relationship, guys. And I think they've been tied in with Cambridge before, but now they're actually starting to put things in order, and they're doing it in the carbon markets. Okay. And as you know, right now in Europe and the UK, the Paris Climate Agreement, it's on everybody's mind. Final decision is set for Friday. So it's like, yeah, the ESG standards and the environment is a very, very hot topic, and it's a hot issue. So if you look to address that, yeah, you're going to receive some validation for it. But simply put, guys, the Cambridge Center for Carbon Credits is based in the Department of Computer Science and Technology at Cambridge. It has two primary goals: to support students and researchers in the relevant areas of computer science, environmental science, economics, and to create a decentralized marketplace where purchasers of carbon credits can confidently and directly fund trusted nature-based projects. Now, the beauty about this, the center will build its decentralized marketplace on the energy efficient Tezos blockchain because it operates sustainably and allows third parties to verify all their transactions, in line with Center's vision to support a sustainable future through technology, guys. So, a couple things that jumped out to me right away. I've been doing some more research on the carbon market. There's a market for carbon. Okay. That's why we're seeing platforms built like this. Okay. Just look into resource based economy, go down that rabbit hole. You'll thank me for it. But what I've learned from these carbon markets is that not everybody is able to purchase these. And at the same time, not everybody is looking to purchase these. So that means that these carbon credits, they can come into the market at an insanely high valuation. All right. So because really only have institutions, enterprises, companies looking to purchase these credits. With this type of platform being built on Tezos, that is going to bring more institutional attention, corporate attention, and enterprise attention. Okay. That's why I really like Tezos still holding, even through the dip. We've come back down to $5, but hey, we've been here before. That's nothing to me. All right. Once everything that Tezos has laid the foundation for starts rolling out, starts coming into fruition, people won't be able to handle the price rally. Okay. So this is big for Tezos. This is going to apply to the ESG standards going on, that whole conversation around the world. So very massive, guys. Now it is time for the main event. Okay. The Hedera network will soon see its first DeFi project, guys. This is going to be massive. Now, see, it's very interesting finding this out because I remember when Hedera had their anniversary, okay, and they went live. Lehman went live with the team and they talked about what's coming, Hedera 2.0. This is part of Hedera 2.0. Okay, this came directly from the roadmap, and now we have it in fruition live in front of us, guys. So let's get into the details. Act.io, AKT.io, in partnership with the HBAR Foundation, is launching on the Hedera network, becoming the first DeFi app on the carbon negative blockchain. The HBAR Foundation fuels the development of the Hedera ecosystem by providing grants and other resources to developers, startups, and organizations that seek to launch decentralized applications in DeFi, NFTs, CBDCs, ESGs, gaming, and other sectors. So, this is going to bring not just DeFi, NFT capabilities, CBDC applications, as well as environmental social governance, which is what we just spent the last 3 minutes talking about when it comes to Tezos. Again, showing you that this is a reoccurring thing. So, energy efficient blockchains are always a win. They're going to be a win. Energy Web, Tezos, IOTA, HBAR, the list goes on. Okay. Now, the HBAR Foundation fuels growth of the Hedera ecosystem by providing grants and resources for technical assistance, marketing, and business development. AKT.io has been awarded a grant and will receive organizational support from the HBAR Foundation to fuel its launch and growth on Hedera. Their forthcoming app will enable users to automate investments with intelligence algorithms, generate income with digital assets, and seamlessly connect to the AKT.io Wealth Card, an international recognized payment card that will allow for direct payments with invested capital. So, if you are invested in HBAR through this platform, you're making use of its DeFi capabilities, you can spend that off this wealth card. Okay. Now, depending on how you feel about spending cryptos, there is that is something that we need to take notice of, guys. There is an entire aspect to this where there aren't people that invest in cryptos. There are people that use cryptos for, the purpose intended, to exchange value. Okay. So that is going to appeal to both the investor as well as the user, the consumer of cryptos. Okay. Now, in a quote from the CEO and executive director of the HBAR Foundation, Shane Higman, he states that we are impressed with AKT's.io's revolutionary platform and pleased with their choice of the Hedera network to enable their vision for providing retail investors with a seamless, integrated model that puts their capital to work while enabling the convenience of immediate liquidity that you'd associate with having cash in a bank. So, this is going to replace that whole system. We already see that, guys, needless to say. But now there is a very, very powerful detail in the last paragraph of this article, guys. Now, before we get to it, I just want to give Hedera some props here. And of course, smash the like button if you are part of the HBAR army. But Hedera offers 10,000 transactions per second near real-time settlement and low fees and bandwidth consumption. Since launching in 2018, the public network has processed over 1.7 billion transactions generated by real-world application and has over 410,000 accounts. So, If you're new to HBAR, new to crypto, that was just a rundown of what Hedera is offering. 10,000 plus transactions per second. We're talking along the lines of Visa and MasterCard here. All right. The decentralized carbon efficient equivalent of Visa and MasterCard. 1.7 billion in transactions generated by real world apps. That's exactly how it sounds. Hedera is moving a lot of money in a little bit of time. Okay. 2018, that's only 3 years ago. All right. And almost 500,000 accounts on the network. Now, what I want to mention about this AKT.io is highlighted right here, guys. Their parent company, Automata, is engaged as a tied agent with regulated payment service providers in the UK and Ireland. This positions the company to quickly move forward in the UK and European markets. So, that right there can cap this whole story. The partnership will bring DeFi capabilities to Hedera Hashgraph. Not only that, their parent company has financial regulatory approval in that region. So that means that if they would like to, they could present Hedera Hashgraph as being one of their working partners, and anything from a financial perspective that the UK or the European Union is looking to achieve using a blockchain, one of the first on the list will be Hedera Hashgraph, because they're already working with an established financial institution that is regulated and that has notoriety in that market. So that is why this is massive for HBAR, guys. I am very excited as always. Hedera continuing to roll out the developments. We're progressing very, very smoothly through that roadmap, guys. So that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you found value in it. I enjoyed taking this trip around the world with you guys. Again, stay tuned later this evening. We're going to be digging into the story of a potential MetaMask token. Also, tomorrow morning, Digit Hustle University, guys, we're going to be talking about crypto taxonomy. Okay, it's a very, very interesting subject. As a matter of fact, one of you guys mentioned it before when you asked me what was the difference between cryptos and tokens. Now, I'll admit, I couldn't right away give you an answer, but I found a solution, guys. So make sure you stick around for that. And if you found value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that way you never miss another one. I'll always be in the comment section, and I will always tell you these 3 things at the end of every video. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. But most importantly, let's make this money. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.